And good afternoon, everybody. It's baseball time in Wichita. 85th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Westar. Game 2 of the day, we will have a matchup between the Kansas Collegiate League and the Rocky Mountain Collegiate League. It will be the Hayes Larks out of the Kansas Collegiate League and the Denver Cougars out of the Rocky Mountain Collegiate League. I'm Todd Hook along with Chris Worrell back in the truck. We're going to bring you all the live action today on YouTube and Facebook. The Cougars are the visiting team, and here's how they will go. Ricardo Picardo will lead it off and play second base. Nick Shifter will be over at third base. Mac McKisson will be in the 3 spot and play center field. In the cleanup spot will be Chris Santana. He will be the designated hitter. Judah Wilbur will hit 5th and play shortstop. Henry Peguero will do the catching and hit 6th. Hitting 7th will be John Strotz. He will be over at first base. Jordan McClellan will be in left field, and rounding out the order for the Denver Cougars is Juan Familia. He will be in right field. Cougars are coached by Mark Cirillo. 10-13 on the season, 1-1 in the tournament. Cougars beat Wellington on the 29th 5-4 and lost to the Sluggers on the 28th 10-3. Defensively for the Larks, left to right in the outfield will be Everett, Sutherland, and Belbin. Daniel will be over at third base, Daly on at short, Lung at second base, Strachan over at first, McGuire doing the catching, and out of the University of Texas at Arlington and Lincoln, Nebraska is number 16, a right-hander, Wyatt Divis. 9 games this summer, 5-1 record, 40 innings of work, 30 hits, 13 runs, 43 strikeouts, and only 13 balls. He had an ERA of 2.70, so we're just about ready to get it going. First pitch weather, 92 degrees, wind east-southeast at 9. That is blowing out to left field. It was blowing in yesterday, blowing out today. So we'll see how that affects things. So we're ready. Picardo now, second baseman out of Yuma, Arizona, will step in. And the first pitch right down the middle for a called strike. And a good start for Wyatt Divis. And the 0-1. That's in there. So Divis pounding the zone early. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strike. Time is called. Hutch took care of Dodge City in game 1 today, 7-1. So they will continue on. And the 0-2. That just missed outside. A fantastic 0-2 pitch from Divis, and it's 1-2. Picardo out of Northeast Junior College. And a right-handed hitter. And an off-speed pitch floats just a bit high. And it's 2-2. Just underway, top of the first. No score, nobody on, and nobody out. Game 2 of the day of 4. 2-2. That is fouled straight back. Picardo had him timed just right. And the count remains 2-2. Home plate umpire is Travis Olson. Over at first base be Troy Hodek. And at third base, Brian Solier. 2-2, just high and away, and he'll run it to full after getting ahead 0-2. Not a whole lot of numbers on the Cougars, at least what I could get my hands on. Couldn't get any standings or anything. 3-2 is in the left field. That'll get down. That'll get past Everett and roll to the wall. Around first is Picardo. He'll be into second base with a stand-up double. So good start for the Cougars. Divis got a little behind, had to come out over the plate. And Picardo made him pay for it. And here's Nick Schiffner out of Keller, Texas, right-hander. Highland Community College, third baseman today. Runner at second base, nobody out. Off-speed pitch, almost hit him. Divis going to do a little groundskeeping out there. A little concerned about where his plant foot landed. Divis, very nice numbers coming in. Very stingy ERA in 9 games this season. Quite the workhorse. 40 innings of work. And the right-hander checks. Here it is. It's outside. And 2 balls and no strikes. Divis started out really sharp and then got behind to Picardio. Two nothing. That is swung on and missed. Nice fastball there from Divis. And it's 2-1. Nobody out top of first. No score. Runner at second base. Wind appears to be freshening towards left field. Hot day. 2-1. That's foul straight back. Still not as hot as it has been or could be, so we'll take it. '85th World Series moved to X Stadium due to downtown construction of the new AAA ballpark. Anxious to work there next year, at least part of it. And Divis will step back and chase Picardo back. Pitcher has a big role at holding runners. And Divis doing a good job. 2-2. That swung on and missed. And Schiffner fooled on the pitch, and there's one away. First strikeout of the game for Divis. And it'll be Mac McKisson. Out of Odenton, Maryland. Cabrini University. A lot of the guys on the team are from Cabrini. And the first pitch shows bunt and takes it inside, ball 1. Runner at second base, 1 away, just underway, top of the first. And the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. Pretty good spot from Divis, and it's 1-1. Santana is next. If you're in the area, come on out. 1-1, shows bunt, and will come up empty. And it's 1-2. McKisson trying to drop one down and get down to first in a hurry. Didn't look like much of a sacrifice situation. They play him straight away about medium depth. And the 1-2, that is bounced to the left side. Daniel up with it over to first. He'll get him. Throw back to third. Got him. So a good play by the Larks. 5-3 back to 5. And that'll do it for the Cougars. We have played a half an inning, no score. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Stiles, General Manager of Wichita Burner, right here in beautiful downtown Wichita. I know how important it is to be on a winning team. My winning team of Jim Myers, Ashley Jansen, and Jeff Markowitz are here every day to provide you with the best customer service for your boiler and burner needs. On behalf of our team, we want to wish you and your team the best of luck at this year's 85th Annual NBC World Series. And welcome to Wichita!
And welcome back. We go to the home half of the first. Here's how the home team, the Hayes Larks, will go. Jimmy DeLeon will lead it off and play shortstop. Grant Lung will be at second base and hit second. Hitting third will be the pitcher, Wyatt Divis. Alex Strachan will be over at first base and hit in the cleanup spot. George Sutherland will play center field and hit fifth. Hitting sixth, Jared Belbin. He will be in right field. Taylor Daniel will be over at third base and hit seventh. Max McGuire will do the catching, and rounding out the order will be the left fielder, Griffin Everett. Again, that's De Leon, Lung, Divis, Strachan, Sutherland, Belbin, Daniel, McGuire, and Everett. Defensively for the Cougars, left to right in the outfield, McClellan, McKisson, Familia. Schiffner at third base, Wilbur at short, Picardo at second, Strotz at first. Doing the catching is Piguero. And on the mound out of Fort Collins and Trinidad State will be a left-hander, Adam Artis. Jimmy De Leon will step in. He's out of El Paso and Cochise Community College. Nice numbers, 341 on the year, and he takes a strike. Having a good tournament. He's 3 for 8 in a couple of ball games. And that is bounced up the middle, backhanded by Picardo. He's up with it over to first. Ball in the dirt, dug out nicely by Strotz, and there's one away. Larks 32-9 this past season, and 10-6 in the Jayhawk West Division. They're out of the Kansas Collegiate League. So it'll be Grant Lung now, second baseman, out of Peoria. University of Sioux Falls. And the first pitch to him outside, ball one. 455 on the season and 4 for 7 in the tournament. Tough out. That's outside. And 2 balls and no strikes. Larks are 1-1 in the tournament. They lost to Great Bend 5-4 on the 28th and beat Waco 4-0 on the 27th. And the 2-0. That is bounced foul. May have got a piece of Lung. Looks to be okay. 2 more games after this one. Still got plenty of time to get out here. And a 2-1. That's in there for a strike. Nice off-speed pitch from Artis. And it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, nobody on. Bottom of first, and no score. 2-2. That missed outside, and it's full. Artis out of Trinidad State. Southeast part of Colorado. 3-2. That is into left center. McClellan on his horse, and he'll run it down. Nice catch and hustle by McClellan in left field, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Wyatt Divis. UT Arlington product comes from Lincoln, Nebraska. Nebraska, it's not for everyone. And the first pitch is high, ball 1. Before we get a bunch of cards and letters, that is their actual state motto. You can look it up. And the 1-0. That floats in there, catches the outside corner. It's a 1-1. Nice off-speed pitch by Artis. 2 away, nobody on, bottom of the first. 1-1. A little excuse me swing back to the mound. Artis up with it over to first. He'll get him. Larks go in order. We've played 1, no score from X Stadium. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
What do you see? I see my daughter, a strong and independent woman, a skilled expert, living her life, and an inspiration to others. What do you see?
And welcome back. Go to the top of the second. No score. Both clubs go in order in the first. 4, 5, and 6 for the Cougars. Santana, Wilbur, and Pagero. Here's Chris Santana, designated hitter out of Reading, Pennsylvania, and Cabrini University. And the first pitch to him. That's a nice slow curve from Divis, and it's in there for a strike. 92 degrees here at the ballpark, and what wind we do have is blowing out to left. Getting the shade, and it's absolutely perfect. And the 0-1 swung on and missed. Santana fooled on the pitch and was out ahead of it, and it's 0-2. Cougars out of the Rocky Mountain Collegiate League, and 10-13 in the regular season. And the 0-2 had just missed outside. Tough 0-2 pitch to take. Pretty good presence there by Santana. Just a bit off the plate, but a good fastball from Divis. And a 1-2, that's way out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two, Divis with the check. Here it is. That is into the seats on the right side. That'll be out of play. Lots of souvenirs for the youngsters here at the ballpark. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That swung on and missed. And Santana, a defensive swing. And that's strikeout number 2 for Divis. 1 away. Here's Judah Wilbur. Out of Denver, Colorado, and Chicago State. Shortstop today, hits from the right side. He'll get his first look at Divis. And a fastball just missed outside. Good fastball at 90. And it's 1-0. And a 1-0 down low. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Divis had 43 strikeouts in 40 innings of work this year. 2-0, that's outside. So 3 straight out of the zone from Wyatt Divis. See if Divis can get healthy here. And that's on the outside corner, painted it. And it's 3-1. There's some activity in the Larks bullpen. A right-hander getting loose. (3-1) misses outside. And the first walk of the ball game issued by Divis. Wilbur is aboard with 1 away. Henry Pagero now. Out of Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, Cabrini University. I don't think I'm pronouncing that. Wyomissing. Doesn't sound quite right. If anybody knows how to pronounce it, send me a correct pronunciation at Hook Bats. And I am told from the truck that it is correct, Wyomissing. That was quick. I'm supervised very closely up here, if you haven't noticed. And the 1-0. That's on the outside corner. Boy, Divis has been living out there. 1-1, runner at first base. And the 1-1. Slow chopper to the shortstop. He'll get 1 at second. Over to first. He'll turn it. So that'll do it for the Cougars. They go in order again. We have played 1.5. Still no score from Wichita. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
From the sea, come to you. I had the laughing. Come from the sea, come to you. I'm someone like you. Na 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 na. I'm going to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita.
Learn more at visitwichita.com.
And welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second. Still no score between the Cougars and the Larks. 4, 5, and 6 for the Larks. Strachan, Sutherland, and Belbin scheduled. Here's Alex Strachan. And the right-hander out of Huntsville, Alabama, takes a strike. Strachan out of Jacksonville State. Artis out for inning number 2. Got the Larks in order last time out. That's just a bit outside, 1-1. Strachan 1 for 8 in the tournament, 308 on the season. Nice numbers. They play him straight away deep in center. That is fisted to the shortstop, and Wilbur will get it on the big hop over to first, and that'll do it for Alex Strachan. 1 away, here's George Sutherland. Out of East Northport, New York. He goes to St. Louis University. Don't have any numbers on him. Must have been a recent pickup, but he is 2 for 7 in the tournament. 1 away, nobody out, or 1 away, nobody on. And Sutherland takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Bottom half of the second, no score from Wichita. And the 0-1, that is bounced to the right side, foul. No balls, 2 strikes to Sutherland. Center fielder today. That is high and up. And it's 1-2. Larks out of the Kansas Collegiate League. Jayhawk League broke up last year and swung on and missed. Nice change of pace. And the first strikeout for Artis. There's 2 away. Jayhawk League disbanded and teams went to the Kansas Collegiate League and the Sunflower Collegiate League, and it's been very productive. Jared Belbin now takes a strike. He's out of Melbourne. I'm assuming that's Australia. And the 0-1. That's low. Goes to Arizona Western. 296 on the year and 3 for 6 for the tournament. And a 1-1. And he swings through it and misses. A nice change of pace from Artis. Very deceptive release point for Artis. Belbin, the right fielder today. And that is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away, nobody on. Still no score. Larks are managed by Frank Leo. Been with the Larks for as long as I can remember. 2-2. Bounced right side. Foul. Picardo playing very deep at second base. He's got to be about 10 yards beyond the cutout. That is outside. And it's 2-2. Deep and right and center, about medium depth and left. And a 3-2. Off-speed pitch, swung through and missed. Bobbled by Piguero. He gobbles it up, throws down to first, and that'll do it. And the Larks go in order again. We have played 2, still no score From X Stadium, you're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
No one should live a life burdened with type 1 diabetes. And the day is coming when nobody will, because we're here to cure it. And we're working to improve the lives of those affected by this relentless disease today by finding new therapies and advancing them to market, by advocating for greater access and better choices, by deepening our understanding of the disease. At JDRF, we're fighting T1D. We're making life better for those who live with it, while creating a world without it.
And welcome back. We go to the top of the third. We are still scoreless from Wichita on the campus of Wichita State University, X Stadium, and Tyler Field. 85th NBC World Series powered by Westar. Both clubs have gone in order. The first two innings, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 for the Cougars. It'll be Strotz, McClellan, and Familia. The first pitch to Strotz is up and in. Ball one. Strotz out of Golden, Colorado. Now I'm thirsty. That swung through and missed. 1-1. Strotz, the first baseman out of Hastings College. First plate appearance of the day. And the 1-1s. That swung on and missed. A nice change of pace from Divis. And it's 1-2. And the 1 and 2 has popped up left side. Daniel will go over to have a look, and he'll run out of room. Third base dugout is under construction. Wichita State Shockers doing a little construction, so getting a new dugout, weight room, locker room, academic enhancement center. So a makeshift dugout here. The NBC crew have put together a nice one. And that's right down the middle. Strotz will watch it. And there's one away. Third strikeout of the ball game for Divis. And he is settling in nicely. Here's the left fielder, Jordan McClellan. Hitless in the tournament, 0 for 6. And he takes a strike. Familia will be next. No balls and a strike. Has lifted to right field. Belbin in and to his right. He will haul it in. And they're two away. That'll bring up the 9-hole man, Juan Familia, out of Reading, PA, and Cabrini University. 2 for 6 in the tournament. And he takes a strike right on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Cougars went in order in the first and the second. That swung on and missed. Cougars having a difficult time getting a handle on Divis. Changes speeds very well and spots up. 0-2. That's way outside. That's probably the worst 0-2 pitch we have seen of Divis so far. All the rest of them have been fantastic. And the 1-2. Off-speed pitch into center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. So a base hit for Juan Familia. And we'll go to the top of the order. Here is Ricardo Picardo. Actually, that is pronounced Preciardo. My apologies. Frank Martinez, the public address announcer, getting it right. That is swung on and missed. In there for a strike, and so too. Preciarto doubled in the first and was forced out. He's out of Yuma, Arizona. And time is called. Two-away runner at first, and no score. 0-2, runner goes. Throw down, and he got him. So McGuire throws a BB to second base and throws out Familia, and that'll do it. And we have played 2.5. Still no score from Wichita. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our weather conditions out there pretty uneventful. Good news for baseball, though. Just still warm as well as a bit humid out there. Lower 90s and then dropping from the 90s down through the lower 80s. Going to be a pretty warm evening, but also quiet. That southerly breeze should be able to die down after sundown. Now, what I want you to do, be ready for a hotter day by the time we get into your Wednesday. Highs reaching the middle 90s. I'm KSN Storm Track 3 meteorologist Ronell Williams. Enjoy the rest of your day.
One for three in the tournament. Goes to school at Central Arkansas. So a right on left matchup. First pitch swinging, and he'll come up empty. No balls and a strike. Both clubs have gone in order so far today. That's inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Had to throw in a double play in there and a caught stealing to get her done, but it is so on the books. And 1-1 is outside. Didn't miss by much. 2 balls and a strike. Larks 32-9, hitting .328 as a team and giving up just shy of 4 runs per game. That swung on and missed. A good fastball from Artis, and it's 2-2. And a 2-2. Swung on and missed. Nice change of pace from Artis. And that's strikeout number 3. So Daniel will take a seat, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up the catcher, Max McGuire. He threw an absolute dart down to second base and caught a runner stealing. .291 on the year out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Hitless in the tournament, still looking for his first base hit of the NBC. Takes a hack at the first one and comes up empty, 0-1. Wind continues. What wind we do have is blowing out to left. Very warm. That is outside. Hit his spot, but it was off the plate, 1-1. Both pitchers have settled in nicely. And the 1-1 is low and away, 2-1. Larks lost to Great Bend 5-4 on the 28th and beat Waco 4-0 on the 27th. 2-1. I just missed outside. Whoop, sorry. I probably better wait and let the umpire call it. Just saying. It's 2-2 now. To the catcher, McGuire. Swung on and missed. And looks like he swung at ball 3, just my opinion. 2 are away. And that's strikeout number 4 for Artis. Here's the left fielder, Griffin Everett. Also out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Kansas City Community College. And that's outside, ball 1. Everett hitless in the series, 0 for 3. So he's still looking for his first base knock of the series. And that's swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Folks, we might have a pitching duel going on. 1-1. That's just outside. Two balls and a strike, two away, nobody on. Bottom half of the third, no score from Wichita. And that's right down the middle. And the count goes to 2-2. Larks are 1-1 in the tournament. Trying to stay alive. Here's the 2-2, bounce to the left side. Schiffner will get it on the big hop, over to first in time, and that'll do it. Larks go in order. We've played 3. No score from Wichita. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
What do you see? I'll tell you what I don't see. I don't see a dropout. I don't see laid off. I don't see hopeless. I see our future, bright and prosperous. What do you see?
And welcome back. Go to the top of the fourth. No score from Wichita between the Cougars and the Larks. We've got a pitching duel going on. Top of the order, it'll be Preciardo, Schiffner, and McKisson. 1, 2, and 3 for the Cougars. Preciardo 1 for 1, a double in the first. Divis out for inning number 4. He has faced the minimum. And the first one down low, ball 1. Tweet from my good buddy Darren Thomas, manager at the University of Texas at Arlington. Watching his young man play, that is foul back just above us. Have the window open, waiting for that souvenir. So it's good to hear from Coach Thomas, who just got a nice extension. Congrats to him. So if I need cash, I will know who to call. 1 and 2 now to Preciardo. 3 for 8 in the series. Having a good series. Schiffner's next. Preciardo out of Yuma. And that's swung on and missed. McGuire will pick it up, down to first. And that's strikeout number 4 for Divis. Here's Nick Schiffner out of Keller, Texas, 0 for 1 today. 3 for 8 in the series, having a nice series. And he takes one outside, ball 1. Schiffner out of Highland Community College. That is bounced to the shortstop. De Leon will wait on it, up with it, and over to first. Made it look easy. Two away, here's Mac McKisson. Out of Cabrini University, he's 0 for 1. Left-handers 2 for 8 in the series. takes one inside, ball one. Top of 4, 2 away, nobody on, and no score. That is bounced right side. Lung will get it on the big hop over to first, and that'll do it. Cougars go in order. We played 3.5, still no score. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com. And welcome back. We go to the home half of the fourth. Little John Cougar at the ballpark gets everybody in a good mood. Larks still looking for their first base hit. Artis has faced the minimum. Both pitchers have faced the minimum so far. Larks hitless today. Cougars have a couple. Top of the order, De Leon, Lung, and Divis. Here's Jimmy De Leon. Bounced out right side. He's 0 for 1. Out of Cochise Community College. Ball and no strikes. And that's inside. And it's 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Bottom of 4. That is bounced foul. And nobody on. Artis has settled in nicely. He's out of Fort Collins and Trinidad State. And a 2-1. That's high and in. And 3 balls and a strike. 4 strikeouts on the day for Artis. And we'll see if he can get healthy in the count. 3-1. That's outside. And the first blemish of the ball game for Artis. So De Leon is aboard with nobody out. Still no score. Here's Grant Lung, 0 for 1 today, out of Peoria and the University of Sioux Falls. Fine numbers on the season, 455, and he's tearing it up, 4 for 7 in the tournament. And that is in there for a strike. Actually 4 for 8 if we're going to go up to date. And he takes a strike. No balls and a strike. De Leon, not a big lead over there. That catches the inside corner. And Lung behind in the count 0-2. Wind calm here at the ballpark. Still a beautiful day in the shade. The windows are open. It's not uncomfortable at all. And the 0-2, that swung on and missed. Big hack. And there's one away. Strikeout number 5 for Artis. This will bring up Wyatt Divis. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 8. And 336 on the season. He takes a ball. Divis out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Left-handed hitter. Slightly open stance. And the pitch. Bounce back to the pitcher. And Artis will get it. Flipped to first. And they're 2 away. So De Leon down to second with 2 away. And the cleanup guy, Alex Strachan. Strachan, the first baseman today. He's 1 for 9 in the series. 308 in the regular season. He's out of Huntsville. And a pitch to him. That catches the outside corner. Pretty good spot. And it's 0-1. Larks swing it well. 328 on the season. They are still looking for their first base hit today. And the 0-1 just outside. Count goes to 1-1. Runner at second and 2 away. Still no score. And we're in the bottom of the 4th. That's just outside. 2 balls and a strike, 2 away. And time is called. And there's been some critiquing going on from the Cougar dugout. The umpire steps out and reminds the manager who's working. 2-1. You know, those pitches were a bit off the plate. We have a pretty good vantage point right above home plate where we're at. And the count goes to 3-1 to Strachan. They play him straight away and deep. And that's bounced left side, foul. Almost got a piece of Frank Leo. Had to do some nifty shifting of the feet to get out of the way of that one. Count remains 3-2 now. And that's outside. So the second walk of the day for Artis comes in the 4th. So Larks with runners at first and second with 2 away. That'll bring up George Sutherland. 2 for 8 in the tournament, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the second out of St. Louis University. First pitch up and in, and ball 1. Catcher Peguero out to talk to him. In game 1 today, Hutchinson took care of Dodge City 7-1. Yesterday's scores, Palm Springs and 3-1-6 Elite. Elite came out on top of that one 11-3. Denver beat Wellington 5-4. Dodge City took care of Jasper 10-0 in a run rule fashion. And Waco beat Great Bend 7-5. Those are scores for yesterday. 2 more games to follow after this one. So Derby will take on 3-1-6 Elite and the Sluggers and Great Bend in the late one. Here's the 1-0. Popped up left side. Wilbur going out, and McClellan will call him off and will haul it in, and that'll do it for the Larks. We've played 4, still no score from Wichita. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com. And we welcome back with the top of the fifth. 3, 4, 5, and 6 scheduled for the Cougars. It'll be Santana, Wilbur, and Piguero. Divis out for inning number 5. He has faced the minimum. 2 hits for the Cougars, none for the Larks. And the first pitch to Chris Santana is in there for a strike. Santana 2 for 9 in the tournament, 0 for 1 today. That's a check swing. They're going to appeal. He went around. Cougars hitting .286 as a team in the tournament. Those are respectable numbers. 0-2 now to Santana, the designated hitter. A little excuse me swing, foul. Both pitchers have had hitters off balance all day long. Divis with 4 strikeouts. And the 0-2. Had just missed outside. That's a fantastic 0-2 pitch. Tough one to take. Good presence by Santana. They play him near the line in left field. Straight away otherwise. That is fouled straight back. And the count remains 1-2. Derby and the 316 Elite will be next. About 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. 1-2. He offered. They appeal. And first base umpire says no. Pretty close. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, and nobody on. Top of 5, no score. 2-2. That's way outside. And it's 3-2. So Divis at risk of walking his second of the afternoon. 3-2. That's in there for a strike. Fantastic, filthy slider from Divis. And that's strikeout number 5. One away, here's Judah Wilbur. 2 for 7 in the tournament. Walked in the second. He's out of Denver. And takes one low, ball 1. Shortstop out of Chicago State. And the 1-0. That's in there at the letters. And it's 1-1. Ball and a strike. Divis with the sign. Here it is. That's a slow roller to the third baseman. Daniel up with it. Off balance throw to first. Got him. A good play by Daniel at first base. That was a catch and throw all in the same step. And there are 2 away. Henry Piguero now. 4 for 8. Bounced out to the right side in the second. He's 0 for 1 today. First pitch to him. And that's an off-speed pitch that catches the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Divis, a quick worker. That is lifted to right field. Belbin is coming hard and won't get there. That'll get by him. And Piguero into second base. We'll see how they're going to score it. Looked like Belbin was camped. I think the wind might have knocked it down a bit, and he misjudged it. And they're going to give him a hit. So a 2-out base hit for Henry Piguero. That'll be a hit and an error. And they're 2 away. Here's John Strotz. Hitless in the tournament, 0 for 6. Strikeout victim in the third. And takes a hack at the first one. And it's 0-1. Nice fastball at 90 for Divis. And the 0-1, foul straight back. And it's 0-2. So Divis had the opportunity to get out of the inning in the minimum. I have to face at least one more hitter here in the top of the fifth. Still no score. And the pitch just missed outside. Wow. And it's 1-2. Cougars and the Larks scoreless, game 2 of the day. And the 1-2. That's foul straight back. So a good battle by John Strotz. Strotz out of Hastings College and Golden, Colorado. And the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and he'll get him. And Strotz will strike out swinging. And that'll do it. Cougars will leave one. We've played 4.5. Still no score from Wichita. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
Gun from the sea, come to you. I heard the laughing. Gun from the sea, come to you. I'm someone like you. Na 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 na. I'm going to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita. I'm going to Wichita. And I'm going to Wichita.
Learn more at visitwichita.com.
And welcome back over the top half of the fifth. 6, 7, and 8 for the Larks due up. Still no score between the Larks and the Cougars. Here's Jared Belbin. And he takes a confused swing at the first one. He's down 0-1. 296 on the year and 3 for 7 in the tournament. And the 0-1. That is ripped to the right side. Picardo is very deep, up with it. And not in time. Picardo fielded that in shallow right field. He was played way back. And Belbin will beat it out for the first base hit of the ball game for the Larks. Picardo's played at regular depth. That was easy. So now it'll be Taylor Daniel. 1 for 4 in the tournament. Throw over to first. And Belbin back in there. And shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball inside. Belbin will run a little, 18 stolen bases on the season. And the bunt holds it back. Snap throw down behind the runner. And Belbin back in there. Larks attempting to sacrifice here in the fifth. Home half of the fifth. Nobody out, 1 on. And the pitch shows bunt, takes it outside. It's 3-0. 3 hits for the Cougars, 1 for the Larks. Took them 4 innings plus to get that first base hit. Daniel out of Central Arkansas. 3-0 right down the middle, 3-1 now. Three balls and a strike. Here it is. Shows bunt, gets it down. And Artis will field. And not in time. Artis kind of lost his footing. And by the time he turned around to throw it to first, Daniel had already beat it out. And that'll be the second hit. So back-to-back base hits for the Larks. And nobody out. We're going to have a visit to the mound. Here's how this plays out. The winner of this one will play the winner of 3-1-6 Elite and Derby coming up at 7 o'clock. So the winner will stay alive. The loser will go to house. So Derby and 3-1-6 Elite will play next. And then the Wichita Sluggers and Great Bend will battle it out in the late game. We'll stream them all. Our live stream is brought to you by Park City, Kansas. Conference is over. It'll be Max McGuire. He will step in from the right side. 291 on the season out of Lincoln, Nebraska. 0 for 5 in the tournament. And 0 for 1 today with a strikeout in the third. So Artis in his first real jam, first and second, nobody out. Corners are in. Shows bunt and bunts it foul. Let the bat head get down and he got it behind him. Just catch the ball with the bat, young man. Anybody needs bunting lessons, give me a call. Shows bunt again. And gets it down, but foul. So McGuire down on the count 0-2. Couple of attempts at a sacrifice with runners at first and second. And both successful. We'll see if old Coach Leo will put it on again. Not sure he will do that with a runner at second base. 0-2. Artis with a check of the runners. Here it is. Off-speed pitch is lifted right side. Picardo going out, and it'll be Familia will come in and haul it in for out number 1. So McGuire fails to get the job done, and there's one away. That'll bring up Griffin Everett. 0 for 1 today, and hitless in the tournament. Also out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and Kansas City Community College. And the first pitch to him, that is down low, ball 1. Larks hitting .246 in the tournament. It's quite a bit lower than their regular season average of .328. And the 1-0, that is upstairs. They were able to advance. I'm not sure that tournament batting average is going to get much higher. Only 2 hits today. Both pitchers have been phenomenal. Here's a 2-0. That catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Belvin led it off with a base hit, followed by a base hit by Taylor Daniel. Max McGuire popped up right side, and you're up to date. 2-1, swung on and missed. Got in his kitchen there, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Artis trying to get out of it. And a pitch, swung on, and that'll do it for Everett. So strikeout number 6 for Artis. And they're 2 away. Top of the order, here's Jimmy DeLeon. 0 for 1 today with a walk. And he is 3 for 9 in the series. And the timing horn will blow. There is a timing rule here at the NBC tournament. 20 seconds between pitches, 90 seconds between innings. And that horn is hard on old people. That is through the left side, and 1 run will score. So Belbin will score, and it's 1-0 Larks. So credit De Leon with an RBI and a 3rd hit of the inning. So the Larks strike first here in the home half of the 5th. They lead it 1-0. Here's Grant Long out of Peoria, 0 for 2 today and 4 for 9 in the series. First and second, 2 away. So Jared Belbin led it off and will come around to score on the base hit by Jimmy De Leon. And the first pitch catches the outside corner, and it's in there for a strike. 455 on the year. That is into center field. Coming hard is McKisson. He'll get there, and that'll do it. But the Larks strand a couple, but they get 1. We have played 5. 1-0 Larks. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
Neck pain, back pain, all kinds of sprains. If your knee replacement aches when it starts to rain, at Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat that. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat that. Concussions, arthritis, carpal tunnel, tooth, fibromyalgia, Parkinson's, we've got the treatment for you. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat that. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat that. One-on-one sessions with a personal touch. Ask our thousands of patients why they love us so much. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat that. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat that.
And we go to the 6th. Larks get a run on the bottom. They lead it 1-0. 8, 9, and 1 scheduled for the Cougars. McClellan, Familia, and Preciardo. McClellan 0 for 1 today, 0 for 7 in the tournament out of Kansas City. And the first pitch to the left fielder, bounced through the middle for a base hit. So McClellan gets his first hit of the tournament, and he's aboard. That'll bring up Juan Familia. Three for 7 in the tournament, 1 for 1 today. Was caught stealing, though, in the 3rd out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Runner at first, and nobody out. 1-0 Larks. Shows bunt, and that's a strike. And the 0-1, that is bounded but foul. Not exactly a bunting clinic put on today, boys and girls, so don't pay too close attention. Count goes to 0-2. Runner at first, that would be McClellan. And a pretty good lead over there. Shows bunt again and takes outside. 1-2. Boy, I didn't miss by much. One, two, bunted and foul. So that'll do it for Familia. One away, top of the order. Here's Preciardo. 1 for 2 with a double in the first. And he's 4 for 10 in the tournament. Takes one on the inside corner for a strike. A few grumblings from the Cougar faithful. And time is called. Divis a good job varying his timing to the plate. And he's ready now. 0-1. And the pitch. That's a really sharp slider in there for a strike. Preciardo was bailing on that one. And the 0-2. That's high. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 away, top of 6. 1-0 Larks. Cougars with a runner at first base. And the runner goes. Good jump. Throw down. Not in time. Was a off-speed pitch, and that'll be a stolen base for McClellan. So the tying run at second base with 1 away. Count to Preciardo is 2-2. Divis with a check. Here it is. That has popped up left side. De Leon gone out. And he will make the catch. And they're 2 away. Here's Nick Schiffner. Hitless today, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And 3 for 10 for the series. Out of Highland Community College. Third baseman today. And the first pitch to him, just a bit outside. Not much. Divis is always around the plate. It's good to get in that strike mentality early. You also kind of condition the umpire, too. That is fisted, and that'll get out of play. That'll be in the metal bleachers there. No balls and a strike. And swung on and missed. Good fastball there from Divis at 90. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, 2 away. Just outside, not by much. Tough 1-2 pitch to take. Here's a 2-2, and time is called. Divis giving Jordan McClellan his full attention at second base. And now we're ready. Off-speed pitch, looked like a slider. Had a very sharp break on it, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runner at second base. Top 6, 1-0 Larks. A base hit would tie it. 3-2, swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Strikeout number 8 for Divis. And the Cougars will leave one. We played 5.5. 1-0 Larks. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
The Kansas Humane Society is a community resource for pets and people dedicated to enhancing the welfare of all companion animals. We offer an array of services that promote the human and animal bond, including pet adoption, dog training, behavior consultation, pet supplies, outreach, spay and neuter, end-of-life services, field trips, and community outreach.
And welcome back. Go to the home half of the sixth. 1-0 Larks. Cougars will go to the bullpen. They will go to a right-hander. It'll be Jaime Ponce. 5'9", 200-pounder out of Yuma, Arizona. He will be a freshman, so he will take over for Adam Artis, who gave up a run in the fifth. 3, 4, and 5 for the Larks. It'll be Divis, Strachan, and Sutherland. First pitch to Divis, in there for a strike. 4 home runs on the season for Divis. Man can do it all. Pitch, hit. And that's outside, 1-1. Good day for Adam Artis. A run on 3 hits and a walk. Take that just about any day. 1-1's driven deep to left. Familia back near the track, fighting the sun, and will haul it in. So Divis hit it on the button, but right at Familia, and there's one away. Here's Alex Strachan. 0 for 1 with a walk and 1 for 9 for the tournament. And the pitch, off speed. That's right down the middle at the belt, and it's 0-1. No balls and a strike, 1 away, nobody on. And home half of the sixth. Hayes leads at 1-0. And that's low, 1-1. Three hits on the day for the Larks, 4 for the Cougars. And the 1-1 swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. 1-0 ball game. Very well pitched by both sides. And the 1-2 is outside. And now it's even, 2-2. Strachan walked in the fourth, bounced out left side in the second. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and will get by the catcher. Peguero picks it up down to first and just gets him. So the first base hit, the first strikeout for Ponce And there's one away. Two down. Here's George Sutherland, 0 for 2 today. And 2 for 9 for the tournament out of St. Louis University. I'll get his first look at Ponce. And that little backdoor slider catches the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Pretty good spot there. They play him straight away and deep and let in right and center. Off-speed pitch is outside, 1-1. One ball, one strike, two away, nobody on. Bottom 6. Larks lead at 1-0. 1-1. Thought about it. Able to hold up, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Second pitcher of the ball game for the Cougars. And that's outside. Actually, that's a call strike. You'd think I'd learned my lesson after a while. I was ADD before it was cool. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's in the dirt. And it's 3-2. All artificial surface here at X Stadium. Symmetrical ballpark, 330 down the lines, 375 in the alleys, and 390 to deep center, or what I would like to refer, driver 7-iron. Here's the 3-2. That is bounced foul off his foot. Looks to be all right. Going to rub it a little bit. They tell you not to rub it. Sure hard not to. Very hot day in Wichita, 92 at first pitch. Wind appears to have shifted, now blowing out of the east. That's in from right field. 3-2. Here it is. And he'll watch it. So a good pitch by Ponce, and he will get him in order. And we played 6, 1-0 Larks. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
Man, this is serious business. You gotta have an appetite for this kind of thing. You gotta have a hunger to succeed.
Side effects may include hilarity, laughter, smiles, childlike behavior, lots of good feelings, and making of a lifelong friend.
Mentoring. It's easier than you think and serious fun. Change the game.
And welcome back. Go to the top of the 7th. 1-0 Larks. Wyatt Divis is throwing a gem. He's out for inning number 7. He has faced 2 above the minimum. And it'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Cougars. McKisson, Santana, and Wilbert. First pitch to Mac McKisson is a ball. That is lifted to right field. Belbin coming in. And he will haul it in for out number 1. So a good start for Divis here in the 7th. Here is Chris Santana, 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts today. 1 strike away from the golden sombrero. 2 for 10 in the series. Get his 3rd look at Divis. And the off-speed pitch misses inside, ball 1. And a 1-0 outside. Nice fastball, just missed. Right at 90 for Davis. That is squirted foul. That'll make the seats. Just over the head of tournament director Kevin Jinks down there talking on the phone. Maybe he's ordering us up some pizzas. We are spoiled rotten as media folks here in the press box. We get a nice catered meal every day, so they take good care of us. 2 balls and a strike. That is bounced left side. That'll be the shortstop, De Leon. He will be up with it. Throw across. And they're 2 away. Daniel tried to cut it off, but De Leon circled it nicely. With 2 out, here's Judah Wilbur. 0 for 1 today with a walk. And 2 for 8. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. And it's 0-1. Davis has gotten the Cougars in order 4 times today, working on the 5th. That's in there at the knees, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, nobody on. 1-0 Larks. That's just a bit high and away. Pretty good 0-2 pitch. Tried to get him to chase something up around the letters. 1-2. Off-speed pitch, a 1 hopper to De Leon at short. He's up with it over to first. Got him. And the Cougars go in order. Stretch time in Wichita. 1-0 Larks. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
I'm Terry Bradshaw. Like many of you, I took the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge back in 2014. My man Pat Quinn here, well, he's one of the founders.
Thanks to all of you who took the challenge.
ALS is a nasty disease with no cure. It robs a person of their ability to walk, talk, and breathe. Since the Ice Bucket Challenge, we've discovered new ALS genes and potential treatments. If we can cure ALS, we can cure anything. Please join me and Pat in the fight against ALS.
And welcome back. Stretch time at Wichita has concluded. Nice singing of Take Me Out to the Ballpark, followed by a little John Denver. Doesn't get any better than that. 1-0 Larks, 6, 7, and 8 for the Larks due up. Belbin, Daniel, and McGuire. And the first pitch to Jared Belbin outside. Ponce out for inning number 2 since coming in the 6th. Belbin 1 for 2 and scored the only run of the ball game. 1-0 is low. And 2 balls, no strikes. 296 in the regular season. And 4 for 8 in the tournament. Good tournament for Jared Belbin. Out of Melbourne, Australia. It's in there for a strike, 2-1. Was to college at Arizona Western. And the 2-1. That is into right field. That'll get down. Belbin around first. He will be into second base. And a stand-up double for Jared Belbin. And he's at second base with nobody out. Belbin runs very well. Familia played the carom as best he could down there in the corner. And there was not a play at second base. So that'll bring up Taylor Daniel. 1 for 2 today. And 2 for 5 in the series. He's out of Ennis, Texas. Daniel with a quick chat of Frank Leo at third base. Got to wonder if the Larks might be thinking about laying one down. The corners are in tight. And that catches the inside corner. Good fastball from Ponce. And it's 0-1. And the 0-1 is outside 1-1. Larks 1-1 in the series. They lost to Great Bend 5-4 on the 28th and beat Waco 4-0 on the 27th. Lifted left side. McClellan, the left fielder, is camped and will haul it in for out number 1. So that'll bring up Max McGuire. Hitless today, 0 for 2. And 0 for 6 in the tournament. He's out of Lincoln, Nebraska and Doane College. .291 in the regular season. He's doing the catching today. He's already thrown out a runner. He's 1 for 1 today in that department. And that is bounced foul over into the makeshift third base dugout. NBC staff has done a good job making the dugout livable. Third base dugout is under construction here at Eck Stadium. Shockers getting a new dugout, weight room, locker room, and academic center. 0-1, misses outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Thinking they're going to be able to move in about January, so just in time for the spring season. And new head coach Eric Wedge. That's in there, 1-2. Wedge was behind the plate when Wichita State won their national championship in 1989. 1-2. That is ripped foul down the left side. That'll be off the indoor practice facility and out to 21st Street. So McGuire turned on it, and it's 1-2. Larks 32-9 this summer. That is into center field, and that's going to get down. They'll send the runner, and the throw will go to the plate, but not in time. And it's an RBI for McGuire, and he gets his first base hit of the tournament. And Belbin will score for the second time today, and it's 2-0 Larks. Looks like we're going to have a visit to the mound. So that's going to be all for Ponce. But in the meantime, while we're finding out who the new guy is, let's do a little this day in baseball history. So today's date is July the 30th. So July 30th, 1980, Houston's J.R. Richards suffers a stroke that ends his career after he's rushed to the hospital to remove a life-threatening blood clot from his neck. So that happened in 1980. J.R. Richards, he threw very, very hard. So on this day in baseball history, 1980, July the 30th, was the end of J.R. Richards' career. This day in baseball history brought to you by hookbats.com. Good wood for good hitters since 2005. So it looks like the Cougars are going to go with a right-hander. Folks, I'm telling you, I like the looks of those digital camo, but from a broadcaster's perspective, I can't read the numbers. So I'm saying it looks like they think it might be 21, but I don't have a 21 on there. So we'll just wait and see. Maybe somebody will call us. First one's a 2, so that narrows it down. I'm thinking Eli Thornquist. Or Caleb Miley. We'll just have to wait and see, folks. You put some camo britches on those guys, we wouldn't be able to see them at all. You go straight from the ballpark and go hunting. Don't get me wrong, love it, but I can't read the numbers, folks. People that know me, I don't want any old wisecracks either. Looks like 21. And there's no 21 on the roster. Folks, your guess is as good as mine. Nonetheless, Denver's going to go with a new pitcher. That'll be a right-hander. Peyton Tinkler's the guy on the mound, I'm told from folks I trust, so he's not on the roster, so he's a right-hander, and I'm guessing from somewhere. So Peyton Tinkler will pitch here in the 7th with one runner aboard and one out, and that'll get by the catcher, and McGuire down to second on the wild pitch. Third arm of the day for the Cougars. Adam Artis went 5 strong, gave up a run on 3 hits. Jaime Ponce, a couple of innings and a run. And that's in there for a strike. 2-1. Now it's Tinkler. That's popped up. Center fielder McKisson ranges over to his right. He will get it and throws a bullet to the cutoff man. No chance to advance. And they're 2 away. Top of the order here is Jimmy De Leon. 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI in the 5th out of El Paso. 4 for 10 in the tournament. He's having a good tournament. 2-0 Larks. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Off-speed pitch right down the middle, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 into left field. McClellan will come in a step and we'll haul it in, and that'll do it. Larks will strand one, but they'll get one. We've played 7. Larks now lead it 2-0. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com. And we go to the 8th. Cougars running out of time. They trail the Larks 2-0. 6, 7, and 8 for the Cougars. Figueroa, Strotz, and McClellan. Divis out for inning number 8, and why not? First pitch is swung on and fouled straight back, 0-1. 8 strikeouts for Divis in 7 innings, no runs, and 4 hits. That is bounced to the right side. Slow roller. Lung up with it. Over to first, and he'll get him. One away. And that'll bring up John Strotz. Strotz 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts. Hitless in the series. He is 0 for 7. Off-speed pitch just paints the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Strotz out of Golden, Colorado, and playing first base today. And the 0-1. Boy, just missed on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Divis spots up as good as anybody I have seen in a while. And a 1-1. Only one walk on the afternoon. That came in the second. Five times he has gotten the Cougars in order. And just missed outside. 3 balls and a strike. (3-1). That swung on and missed. Like he took a little bit off of that one. And it's 3-2. Nice movement on the pitch from Divis. And a 3-2. That is foul straight back. And off the press box, just a few boosts down. Still waiting. And not so patiently. 3-2 again. Divis with a sign. Here it is. That is ripped foul down the left side. That'll get in the Cougar bullpen. Cougars have a right-hander loosening. Won't even speculate on the number. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And just missed low and away. Good at bat by Strotz. Very close to wearing the golden sombrero, but he will draw the walk with 1 away. Jordan McClellan now, the left fielder. 1 for 2 today with a stolen base. One for 8 in the series. Out of State Fair Community College. That's a strike. No balls and a strike, 1 away. Runner at first base. Top of 8. Larks lead the Cougars 2-0. 0-1. That swung on and missed. 0-2. And here's the 0-2. Wow, just missed by half a baseball at the most. Nice squadron of helicopters approaching. 1-2. That is bounce foul left side. Divis will gather himself, get a little rosin. 1-2. Strotz over at first with the walk. Second walk of the ball game from Divis. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Jordan McClellan. And that's outside. And it's 3-2. Still no activity in the Larks bullpen. There's some guys mulling around down there. Here's the 3-2. That's going to miss low. So back-to-back walks issued by Wyatt Divis. And it's first and second with 1 out. McGuire going to go out and talk to him. And we're going to have a mound visit. Coach out of the mound, and that is probably going to, he has made the motion. A little hesitation here by the pitching coach going out to the mound. I thought he had made the motion to go to the bullpen, but nobody moved in the bullpen. They are still casually throwing down there. Looks like a left-hander. If I had them binoculars that were on the kitchen table, I could tell you. Somebody ought to call me tomorrow morning and remind me to bring the binoculars. It's just about the 9th day in a row that I've forgotten them. Home plate umpire out to break it up. That will be Travis Olson. So the left-hander continues to loosen. Pitching coach and home plate umpire having a discussion. I'm not sure what that could be about. Lots of confidence in Wyatt Divis, and why wouldn't they? He has thrown a gem of a ball game and a little bit of a pickle right here with first and second and 1 out, but he's still 1 pitch away from getting out of it. Here is Juan Familia. 1 for 2 today. And 3 for 8 in the series. That is low and away. Pitching coach out of the dugout, telling the guys in the bullpen to speed it up. And the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. That painted the outside corner at the knees. And it's 1-1. Got to think that this might be Divis's last hitter. Either way. Ground ball gets him out of it. 1-1. That is outside. That's where he's been missing the most here, at least in this inning. Every pitcher has a different miss spot when they get fatigued. Hot day out there. 2-1, fisted foul, and it's 2-2. So very warm day. 92 degrees air temperature, and on that artificial surface, got to be even hotter. The only dirt you'll find here at X Stadium will be on pitcher's mound. So other than that, you have to bring your own. 2 balls and a strike, and a pitch. Struck him out. So he was 1-2. And strikeout number 9 for Divis. He painted the outside corner. I think Familia might have been looking for something else. And got the express. Ricardo Preciado now, the top of the order. 1 for 3 today. And 4 for 11 in the tournament. First and second, 2 away now. Top 8. And the off-speed pitch just missed. And it's 1-0. And the pick play at second. Strotz just gets back. Well orchestrated by Divis and De Leon. Pretty deep and left, shallow and right and center. They play him straight away. That misses outside. It's 1-1. Left-hander continues to loosen in the Larks bullpen, and a right-hander in the Cougar bullpen. Two-0. That's inside, and it's 3-0. Actually, 2-1 is the count. Nope, 3-1. I thought I was right. And that's outside, and they're loaded. So the third walk of the inning for Wyatt Divis. And that's going to be all for Divis. Coach out of the bullpen. It looks like the Larks are going to make a change. And let's see if we can find some more of this day in baseball history. Let's see what we can find. Find something good here that happened on the 30th. Let's see what we have. Well, here's a little information. This day in baseball history, July the 30th, 1947. You older folks might remember this. The Giants nipped the Reds 5-4 in 10 innings, ending Ewell Blackwell's Cincinnati franchise record of a 16-game winning streak. So Ewell Blackwell's 16-game winning streak came to an end this day in 1947. So a nice hand for Wyatt Divis, and he is very deserving. He has thrown a good ball game. They will go with a left-hander. And it'll be Trevor Munch out of Lawrence, Kansas. 6'5", 175-pound left-hander. A junior at Wichita State. So Munch will get the call. And we'll try to get him out of it with the bases loaded and 2 away. Munch appeared in 4 games this summer, and he's 1-0. 4 innings of work, gave up 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, an ERA of 9.00. Walked 3 and struck out 5. So it'll be the left-hander Munch trying to slam the door here in the top half of the 8th. 1-0 Larks. Cougars have them loaded. Figueroa led it off, bounced out to the right side, followed by a walk to Strotz and McClellan. Familia struck out looking, and then another walk to Preciardo, and you're up to date. So the left-hander Munch will take over, and it'll be Nick Shifter. Hitless today, 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. So a right on left matchup. The bases are loaded. Here it is. One pitch, bouncer to shortstop, flip to second the short way, and that'll do it. And the Larks will get out of it. Cougars will leave them loaded. We've played 7.5, 2-0 Larks. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
What do you see? I see a new day. To continue my journey, riding towards my goal. To create the life I've always wanted. I do what it takes. And now I ride to my dream job. What do you see?
And we go to the home half of the 8, 2, 3, and 4 for the Larks. Larks got out of a bases-loaded mess last inning, and they continue to lead it 2-0 over the Cougars from Denver. So it'll be Lung, Divis, and Strachan scheduled for the Larks here in the bottom of the 8th. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Tinkler out for inning number 2. Lung hitless today, 0 for 3, and he's 4 for 10 in the series. Outside, ball 1. Count goes to 1-1. Long out of University of Sioux Falls. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Nice backdoor pitch from Tinkler, and it's 1-2. One and two. That is bounced right side. Preciardo up with it, over to first, and he'll get him. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Wyatt Divis. He went 7 2/3 strong innings. In there for a strike. 0 for 3 today at the plate. And hitless in the series, 0 for 10. Out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and UT Arlington. And the 0-1. That is popped foul down the left side, and that'll get out of play. That will be into the construction zone. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Larks lead it 2-0. Ball game that has been very, very well pitched. And the 0-2. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner. Divis will watch it. Good backdoor curveball from Tinkler. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Alex Strachan. 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout. Bounced out left side in the second. 1 for 11 in the tournament. And that's in there for a strike. Tinkler with good command of the off-speed pitch so far. And the 0-1 swung on and missed. Another change of pace. And it's 0-2. 2 away, nobody on. Bottom 8. Larks lead it 2-0. They got a run in the 5th and another run in the 7th. 5 hits for the Larks, 4 for the Cougars. 0-2. Swung on and missed. And a steady diet of off-speed pitches. And the Larks go in order. We've played 8, 2-0 Larks. You're listening to the NBC World Series live stream presented by Park City, Kansas. Visit Park City's website at parkcityks.com.
No one should live a life burdened with type 1 diabetes. And the day is coming when nobody will, because we're here to cure it. And we're working to improve the lives of those affected by this relentless disease today by finding new therapies and advancing them to market, by advocating for greater access and better choices, by deepening our understanding of the disease. At JDRF, we're fighting T1D. We're making life better for those who live with it, while creating a world without it.
And welcome back. We go to the 9th. Cougars running out of time. They trail the Larks 2-0. Looks like Munch will be out for inning number 2. He came in for Wyatt Divis, threw 1 pitch and got a ground ball out and got out of a bases-loaded jam. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 for the Cougars. McKisson, Santana, and Wilbert. Left on left matchup. And the first pitch to Mark McKisson in there for a strike. Out of Odenton, Maryland, and Cabrini University. Hitless today, 0 for 3. Has lifted to left field. Everett right there, and will make the catch. One away. Bring up Chris Santana. And the first pitch to him in there for a strike. Santana hitless today. He's 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts. And 2 for 11 in the series out of Reading, Pennsylvania. And a little change of pace there from Munch. And he swings through it. It's 0-2. Munch out of Wichita State. And the 0-2. In there for a call strike. Santana will watch it. And the first strikeout of the ball game for Munch, and there's 2 away. Derby and 316 Elite will be next, followed by the Wichita Sluggers and the Great Bend Batcats. 2 away and nobody on. Here's Judah Wilbur. He takes a strike. 0 for 2 today with a walk out of Denver, Colorado. 2 for 9 in the series. Be a save opportunity for Munch if things hold up. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 away, nobody on. Cougars down to their last out. They trail 2-0. It's been a pitcher's duel all the way. Very well pitched all around. That's in there for a strike. Win will keep the Larks alive. That is bounced right side. Lunge up with it. 360 over to first, and he'll get him. And the Cougars go in order in the 9th, and that is your ball game. Here are your totals for the Cougars. No runs, 4 hits, no errors. And for the Larks, 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. So the Larks will continue. They will play tomorrow, and they will get the winner of the 316 and Derby contest coming up next. The win will go to Divis, the loss will go to Artis, and Munch will collect a save. So that'll do it from us. Hayes gets the win, and a nice hand for the Cougars, and they will end their season. For Chris Worrell, I'm Todd Hook signing off for now. We will talk to you next time.